Hey there, beloved Ascension Pioneers, Pioneering Spirits, how are you? I just had a very long walk in the woods and the sun. It's been a very sunny week, all week long, and it's amazing. And it's such a powerful week. I feel that there are new intense energies emerging. I feel that as how my energy in hands is vibrating and pulsating, and I felt that so strongly today in the woods. And I have been awakening during my sleep and early in the morning, and there's another intense shift, and I can just feel that. And I feel it sometimes, this week after my run. This was twice this week. I went to my meadow. I focused on my third eye, just looking at the sun, how the sun was pulsating. It's like this pressure in my third eye was so intense, like the vacuum space. It was really intense, and I can feel the intense new energies. And a lot of the people who know anything about this have been saying that, the first full moon in this year, 2012, was actually still a bit of a releasing of the old, and I felt the old intensity as well. I had an amazing but difficult shift in many ways. So this new moon that is coming is supposed to be the first new moon, so the first new actual grounding in the new year, anchoring our new energies, new plans, our new focused paths of empowerment. And this is what this video is going to be about. It's about the awakening and the movement of empowerment, the empowerment movement. So there's no coincidence that this year in Chinese astrology, or however you might say it, is going to be about the year of the dragon. And I have said this myself, the last year was a lot about awakening to the self. All those of us who are in the path of empowerment, of ascension. And this year, 2012, is a lot about the empowerment. Bring all that we have learned in sharing it with one another in our focused intent, in doing things and taking action steps. So bringing further realizations and actually anchoring the new into our tangible daily lives. And I have this oracle card here about the dragon. You can see it here. And it says, the dragon means power and strength. And this is the same thing. The dragon represents this. It represents empowerment. So it is kind of a power animal. It is a very intense animal, so to say. And I was guided to do this video because things in my own life have shifted in a way that I feel this so intensely. I have been working so much past year, not working as in doing, but inner work of the shift has been so intense. And there was a lot of people in that year, last year, coming into our lives that were more like pokers and pushers and divine triggers that actually caused us to awaken even more to our true self. So of course that we can later assist others in their own awakening. And this is why we are here, to share our unique vibration, our unique journey, and to raise our voice. So the thing is, this year, I feel it very differently. This year is going to be a lot about connecting of those empowered individuals. And I just wrote something beautiful about this today, because what happened yesterday, I encountered this beautiful brother of light who then I, after that, contacted, and he made a video about me and my channel and what we do. People like us who are not afraid to put our face out there, who do share our journeys, who are not afraid to say things as they are, but never say this is it. And we are here to empower everyone with only being an inspiration for everyone else. And we are not those who wish to be admired or anything as such. And people like that are now starting to vibrate together, I guess, just finding each other. And it's beautiful, this unfolding process. And it's not just me. I see that a lot of others are noticing this as well. And before I start talking more about who are the individuals who are walking the ways of empowerment, let me say a bit also about the sun, because I mentioned earlier that this week is here in my town and in Slovenia is a sunny week. We have an amazing, beautiful weather. And the sun is actually the anchor point of ascension. Everything is always evolving around the sun, because this physical sun that we see here is this beautiful celestial body. You can call it a deity or whatever you wish to, that is actually assisting Earth in its ascension through its pulsating vibrations and how it's releasing the photons and everything as such that are then coming into our energetic bodies. And all those who are awakened enough to being in tune to their inner spirit do feel those waves of the sun and are attuned to those energies. So whenever something is very intense, you know, in the solar events as to how they're unfolding, that open individuals has that capacity to feel that. So we are moving along in waves like the sun is, and we are embracing and activating those anchoring those light codes. So it's the sun is actually nothing to be fearful of. Many people mentioned the solar flares and how they're supposed to reach the climax point in 2013. And I feel that there's nothing to be afraid of, because the celestial movement of all that is all creation, so all that is knows what it's doing. This is the divine intelligence. And I have also said this week that there's a lot of things happening in our outer reality. If we just view things externally a bit, if we just follow it a bit, we can see like a certain, you know, certain guidelines that are now happening on Earth. I don't know how to say that in English, but there are certain events, and if you're a very conscious, neutral observer, you get to see how certain things are unfolding. But it is your perception of the mind whether to make that a drama or something that is just unfolding as it should, because we are reaching a certain time of no time where everything is being played out simultaneously at the same time. Past, present, future, all of it. So there's still a lot of the cleansing that wasn't just in 2011, but mostly those who have done their cleansing are now assisting others in that path, because it's going to get intenser and you know how they say, ride the wave. So it's best to catch it, you know, when it's destined to take you on a smooth sail on the ocean. So this is about the sun. This is about trusting the divine plan of perfection unfolding. This is about trusting your inner spirit telling you all of that everything is fine, that you're exactly where you need to be. Because what is the empowerment movement actually about? It has nothing to do with New Age. It has nothing to do with any kind of worship, although the ancient cultures, the wise ones of the past, they knew why they were worshiping the sun and the other deities and why they were observing the planets in our skies. You know, later they were ridiculed as being pagans and, you know, ritualistic and things like that, because only God is to be admired and cherished. But God is in everything. And those ancient ones, they knew what they were worshiping and why, because they weren't worshiping as that there's something in the outer, but they knew how that is affecting their own inner laws, the laws of divine love, and how they're unfolding within all creation. They knew how to live with that. And the shift of empowerment is just about that. It's about realizing the power of the ancients is within us. It is about being empowered from within, you know, getting in touch with your inner spirit, not giving your power away to anything external. You know, as I say in all of my videos that I get to touch that subject, nothing is wrong, nothing is bad. Everything here in this polarization is unfolding as it should be. And all the parts are there as mirrors, serving those who still need that mirror back at them. So if you need something to be mirrored as in a way that you need to be misled a bit, you know, manipulated, because there's a lot of agendas and manipulation out there. There's a lot of it. But it's up to you whether you give your power away to that or not. So it is about that. As long as we need that, it will be there for us externally as a mirror. So there's nothing bad with it. But once you're starting to become more and more empowered from within, knowing that all is sourcing, and that means tapping and tuning into all that is, that you don't need to listen to someone who has a certain answer for you through channeling and saying they know what's going to happen on Earth and which entity is going to come here and save us and which UFOs are going to land and do whatever or not they're going to do. Because the truth is, the empowered ones, they're the ones who know that they actually don't know. Because this is sort of like a gift from the Creator. This is something that is happening for the first time in this universe as we know it. And it's the same thing that Dolores Cannon, she's this wonderful lady doing amazing deep regressions. They're about connecting with certain entities that were many entities, those who were partaking in the creation of Earth, and those that have, you know, that are the guides and that are here to assist in what is unfolding here on planet Earth, are guides from the other side, so to say, and there's many other sides. And she says the same thing. She said they don't give answers because they say no one really knows what's going to happen because we are just following along, and this is happening for the first time, and this is true. That's why those individuals who are truly empowered, they're bringing forth that power not through really being interested in what's going to happen, whether the UFOs are going to land or not. You know, we all do see certain videos about UFOs, and they're everywhere around the world. And this is to be known that they do exist and that all is being unveiled to us. But it is not, again, in a way to take power away from us, because we are here to build our civilization as it's supposed to be within divine love that we are. Not someone else. They're only here to assist and remind us of who we truly are and our divine potentials, which are just the same as any other God self, any other civilization living anywhere else, because all is a part of the same creation everywhere. So those that say it's all about the outer God and we need to worship that God and the ascended masters are bad, worshiping anything else that is not God is bad, you know, things like that. It's not true. Everything within creation is sacred, it's divine, it's holy, and the empowered beings know that. And then they can tune into the all that is consciousness. They're in flow with the divine mind, the intelligence that is bringing forth all of that, but not somewhere externally, through all of us. And this is why so many of us empowered individuals are now raising our voice, sharing a vibration, putting it out there in the collective field, making ourselves know, not to be out there as celebrities, because no one of us that are truly empowered cares about something like that. Like my beautiful friend said to me once, he said, you could be a model, you could be doing anything, but instead you're doing this, you're devoted to only this. Isn't this beautiful? And yes, it is beautiful. We know when we come to this empowered path that we cannot actually save anyone from anything, because there is no savior consciousness here in the empowered world, the true reality beyond this illusion that we are just this small being that doesn't have any power. So it is not about that. We know that we are here to serve, to make our contribution. So we know that it's about the collective, but remaining an individualized, unique I am presence within that collective. So what does actually mean to have a group of empowered individuals coming together, which is now happening so en masse? It's not the same as, there are many forums, you know, groups being formed who do exchange certain knowledge and awareness about what are star seeds, what is incarnation, everything about the New Age. And many of that is a part of the New Age. And as I say, I don't judge any movement that is happening. All is here for a reason. I'm just saying that the joining and merging of those empowered individuals had nothing to do with that. It has only to do with each individual first connecting with their I am presence, knowing their authentic self, and then sharing that authentic vibration with others as well. And we do that collectively with those like-minded and like-hearted people. We interlock in this beautiful space of oneness and unity, and then we radiate out that empowerment energy out to all others who are ready to join this vortex space. So we're then building the new consciousness from focusing it from within to what we wish to create, not within the control, not within our egoic mind and what we wish to manifest, but seeking that higher wisdom, higher knowledge, which is wisdom, this highest connection that comes from purity, open heart, because open heart, the love, truly only wants to share itself. Not says it's about me, it's about me raising my vibration, it's about me. Oh, who am I? Am I an incarnated angel? Am I an indigo? Am I a starseed? What am I? Ooh, what was I in my past life? Well, that's all interesting, but if we do that constantly, we're really not serving anyone, are we? It's about us feeling ourselves, who we are, becoming empowered from within, starting to learn to hear our voice of spirit that comes from within, because we're all connected beings, whether we know it or not. It's just about making it conscious and really make that spirit voice flow through you. Making yourself trust in your divinity and know that all life is sacred, and we don't need to worship anyone from the outer, because there is no outer. Everything is created by the source. Everything is holy essence of that. So all that is organically made by source, which is Earth and all the other planets, everything that has a stardust in it, so to say, animals, plants, everything is sacred and holy, and the empowered individuals know that. So once they feel that, they feel themselves as this powerful presence within all that is, and they know that it's about their empowered self, but it's not just about them. It's about the collective of that empowered consciousness. And once we do that, once we really start sharing our vibration, putting it out there, I'm not saying everyone has to do YouTube videos. Everyone has something unique to share. Everyone has a vibrational field to put out there. Everyone has gifts of the source, divine attributes. So this is the variation of creation, and this means to really preserve our uniqueness, but within this en masse movement of empowered individuals who really support one another. Not blame, judge, or criticize, or say you're wrong, I'm right, or something like that. It's not about that. It's about feeling another brother or sister of the light doing something in their own unique way. But it's not to give our power away at all to the channeling materials that are saying what's going to happen on Earth, and say, well, yeah, and then I'm going to prepare for that. What is your inner teacher telling you that's going to happen? And each and every now moment we're being given points of that, like guidelines, anchor points, because we only receive from spirit as much as it is for our highest good here and now. We're never given something in advance. This is not how spirit speaks. And if you wish to know more about how to truly hear the voices of spirit and what is truly intuition and what is the mind, watch my 2 previous videos about the voice of within, the intuition and discernment, because we have to learn how to listen to our inner voice. I'm not saying all channels are bad. Some are really beautiful and reminding us of who we are and things like that. But all those materials that are claiming that they know what's going to happen, it's not how it is in pure spiritual essence. Because there's not just someone who would get all the answers and they're to be put on the pedestal and worshipped and believe that they're this and that. Because there's people claiming many things right now, but the people who are truly evolved beings here to serve are those who are just here to serve. And that's how it is. It's as simple as that. And I have made a video about that. It's called How to Recognize an Evolved Being. And these are the beings that we are now going to walk on earth together as a beautiful I am race, hand in hand, heart to heart. And we do not care about criticizing others and be focused about what others do, because many do that also to us, but to us it's not important. When we get blamed, judged, or criticized on our path, all we hold is a state of compassion. And remember the saying, forgive them for they do not know? Well, this is the best approach within that compassion. And share our wisdom with those who are ready to hear it. Don't push it out to anywhere, to anyone, or to any space at all. Because those that are ready are going to find us through the basic law of attraction, which is just one of many laws within the universal laws of one. And we are here just following every step at a time. Because if you do get focused on what is to happen on that certain date, you truly are not living here now, are you? And everyone wants to discover their own unique divine mission, but they're putting their energy ahead, way too much ahead. Stay here, stay grounded. Because an empowered individual is the individual who is open to the heavenly energies, but grounded fully here on earth. And we know that the empowerment within the shift is not about escaping this reality. It's not about going out there to some other planet to be physically relocated by a ship or something like that. No, it is about staying here, because we know that we were born, incarnated here in this planet for a reason. And we do share and hold the energy of the dragon. We are that energy. We have it within us. It's not about the animal, the dragon. It's also about our divine attribute, which we all have if we open up to our divinity. And this is just one of our attributes that is source given. We are pure love. We are pure respect, pure divine love in essence, nothing else. But it takes us to remember. So the empowered individuals are those who are not afraid to put their face, their creations out there. They won't be hiding behind some channeled words only, because oftentimes that is happening. But we are here to show all of us fearless. Just speak it out there. Whatever your divine attribute is that can help the most right now. And this is what I always ask. I say, let me do, within a will greater than my own. I say, let me do what now can serve the most and how it can be of service to all of the creation at best, and that it is for the highest good of all, with the neutral divine consciousness. So this is what the empowered individuals are about. So it's not about New Age. It's not about forming groups and discussing who are we, where we came from. It's about sharing our message, our truth, putting it out there. It's about connecting with like-minded people. It's about also having a lot of self-time, because some people are so scattered, they don't know how to be alone. They don't know how to be with themselves. And I know a few people like that here in the physical. They just can't be with themselves even for a few minutes. They need to do plenty of stuff to get, busy. But we need to hear ourselves. So how will we hear ourselves if we're not able to be with the self? So this is what the empowered individuals are like. They're not afraid to be alone. They love their alone and solitude time because they get to hear their spirit through that. And then they share it. And they're not afraid as what it's going to come as the end result of it, because they know when it's guidance of spirit, it will keep happening and it will keep ringing in their ears or whatever your kind of channel is before you put it out there, and you just share it through love. For love is nothing else but willing to share itself always through devotion. So the empowered individuals also know that it's not about some easy fix or a method that will get you there. It's not about methods. I saw a beautiful video from Krishnamurti this week, and someone asked him a question when he was interviewed. So how may one become more enlightened? And he said, well, how already implies that there's a method there somewhere. This is true. Remember, whether you seek a teacher or a guide or a mentor or whoever, it's fine. Just know that if you're focused on methods only, you will limit yourself, because as limitless beings, the options are limitless. And everyone is destined, through how we create that destiny, is to how to come to that through nothing. It's not limited. It's unlimited. So it's not about method. It's about devotion. It's about that intent, pure intent. I wish to be source infused, for I am source, and this is my natural right and natural state of essence of who I am. And I wish to serve the law of one, the divine love that I also am as a part of all that is. And this is what empowerment is about. So not believing always what is out there, what is being presented to you. Remember, I also always say that the words, pictures can lie, but the energy never does. So only an open heart has the ability to feel its way through all the material words and what is being presented to us when we seek certain material, whatever. So only an open heart. The heart that is closed won't work, so the mind will try to operate through that. So first, we need to open our heart center, and this can only be done by just feeling ourselves. Start feeling ourselves and just be the love that we are. Because this is a thing that people complicate with so much, when in fact, let me say, this is the easiest part. For you are love. It was never away from you. So, yay empowerment, yay the year of the dragon. I am really cheering to all of us who are doing this beautiful work, and I'm so thankful and so appreciative of all the individuals that are connecting with me and all the individuals that come across my way, that I can connect to them. So thank you, Spirit of All, and thank you all who are part of this beautiful spirit of all that is, that we are here in this empowerment movement, doing the action steps through the guidance that we receive, through that purity of who we are, and really enjoying along. Because is it worth it? Well, you don't enjoy it truly. So whatever you do, you have to enjoy it, because this is the true sign that is being put there through you by the divine. So namaste, everyone. So much love, and have a beautiful week ahead, okay? Bye-bye.